Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of making mixed media ATCs, and this is where we left off. If you have not seen part 1, I will give you a link so you can watch it and then come back here. This is the same paper that I used to make the backgrounds, and then I made some die cuts out of them. Using the same paper is a good way to make all the ATCs cohesive. Here is my assorted die cuts I will be using, but you can use any embellishments you like. I will show you how I decorate one ATC in real time, explaining my process. Then I will speed up the rest of the video. I am just showing you my way of making ATCs, but there is no right or wrong way. So let's get started. Here I am taking out the scrap paper that we cut off our sheet after we were done making the background. Here I am using a blue piece because I noticed this card had a lot of green on it. I cut the piece to size and then I rip it off to give it more texture. And now I'm just finding a place on the card I would like it. Now I am using the Holtz Distressing Ink. And here I distress the sides of the card, and then I will distress the little scrap piece of paper I ripped off. It gives it a very old and vintage look. And here I staple it on the ATC, but you can use glue or anything else to get it to stick on. I like using staples because I feel like it gives it another texture. And here I am choosing a die cut. I thought I wanted the stamp, but I ended up liking the lock more. And here I am distressing it to match the ATC. And here I'm taking the same inks I used for the backgrounds, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the spray bottle part and then just drop some of the ink onto the lock to give it a little bit of color. And here it is with the ink on it. And now I'm just gluing it on, partially on the scrap paper to make it stand out. And here I take the butterfly stamp, ink it with my Staz On, and put a stamp near the bottom because it seemed to have some empty space. And this card is complete. See how easy that was? Okay, here we are on ATC number 2. And again, I start with the scrap paper. I rip it to size. And I used a green part of the scrap paper on this card because it has mostly blue. And then I noticed that it had some white edges, which I didn't like. So I took the ink and colored them. Here I'm distressing that scrap piece of paper, and then I distress the card. And then I staple the scrap paper on. But you can use, like I said, any glue or adhesive. Here I take my stamp die cut and distress that as well. Then I find a good place and glue it down. I did not want to cover up the blue diamonds. And I have a stamp which looks like a postmark stamp. And then I take a Micron pen, which is waterproof, and go over some of the lines. And here is the second finished ATC. Here I am using a different stamp, but it's still all the same process. And that's the key to a cohesive collection of ATCs. You just keep using the same techniques on each card. But it's pretty cool that each card turns out very different. Now, I enjoy making and trading ATCs. I swap them on a website called swapbot.com, and it's the word swap, SWAP -BOT.com, and I will also link to that website below as well. And you can join it, it's free to join. I think I've talked about this before in my vlog video, that you can join and swap mail and pen pals, art and crafts, but ATCs are really big on there, so if you don't know about the site, you should go check it out. And if I'm hosting some swaps, you should join them. That's where I will be swapping these ATCs. Just so you know, ATCs do not have to be made using mixed media. It is just one of the many ways ATCs are made. You can do any drawing, painting, you can use clay or fabric. Some people even use a sewing machine and stitch their ATC cards. It's just a unique piece of work that you have made. They are not supposed to be copies, printouts, or slapped with stickers. It is you expressing your creativity. Then on the back of each card, you generally put a title. You can title the series and number them, like 1 out of 9, 1 out of 3. You write your name and you include information on the media you use. So if you do mixed media, if you painted, use pencil, oil paints, anything like that. And you also want to date your cards. You don't have to be specific about the exact day. I generally use the month and the year on my cards. And then you can sign them. If you're a part of a swap with a swap name, you can include that. You can include your like user ID if you're from the SwapBot website. And you also want to put each card, when it's completed and totally dry, inside a protective sleeve. Some people make sleeves out of paper, but you can also buy actual trading card plastic sleeves. They are mostly used for like baseball cards and stuff like that, so you can find them for real cheap. In my vlog, I bought a pack of 100 for like $2. And once you are finished with these cards are meant for trading. Don't hang on to them. I know some of them you can really get attached to after spending some time and you think they're so lovely. You can keep them for some memories, but they are meant for trading, so go out, find some swaps, find other people who are making them, and trade them. It's awesome to start a collection of other people's artworks and seeing their ideas to really get you inspired to make even more. If you're interested in swapping, feel free to comment below or send me a message. I would love to swap with you. I love getting mail and seeing other people's artwork. I'm growing my own collection, so let me know if you're interested. Also, let me know if you want to see more videos about ATCs. This is just one video of one way. I can make more videos showing you different techniques and different mediums. You can leave a comment below about that. And to finish up my cards, I take a waterproof Micron pen, and anything that doesn't stand out, I like to outline it to make it pop a little more. And here's a look at the completed ATCs. If you enjoyed this video and you learned something new today, click that thumbs up button. And if you have any suggestions or want to swap ATCs with me, comment below. And don't forget to click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next one.